Alright, BobalosRex here, and this is my video on what to do first in 10.2 on patch day, or whenever you get on. For one, if you're fully caught up in the campaign quests, the 10.1.7 quest where you go help Chandris, if you're completely caught up, log out. You can log out over here if you just want to get into the story and get that intro done, which is a big deal. You want to get this done. For most players, the first thing you want to do is this intro quest to get everything unlocked for your account. If you've completed Coalition of Flames already, you can even log into an alt and you should get this little freebie item here. This continues over, that completes it for you. You click this, you get the quest, and then you literally get, here, let me move my face, you literally get the new dragon riding mount. First thing. Alright, boom, one mount. Alright, so get in there, get that mount, and then boom. Alright, continue that quest line and get the rest of the zone unlocked. Now, unlike the Niffin, this, once unlocked, will be shown. You won't have to do the long intro like with the Niffin. It's super easy to unlock. Also, even these first couple of quest lines are super easy to unlock if you want to do it on alts for new armor sets and whatnot. So you get on, if you're going for appearances, yep, get started, get in there, start getting all this amazing quest gear. You can start getting it, get in there. Good. Now I am heading back to Valdragon because we've got to talk about some good stuff going on in Valdragon. But yeah, get that intro quest done. Now, another thing. Make sure you UI's in order, alright? For Demon Hunters and Rogues, your talents have been reset. There have been a lot of class changes, so I'm not sure if every class is getting something. But Demon Hunters and Rogues have gotten a rework, so that is important. To get your talents and stuff in order. Alright? Alright. Druids. If you're a Moonkin, make sure you got your Moonkin form decked out, because you're going to be getting Moonkin customizations. It's probably going to default on your basic one, but if you like playing in Moonkin form as opposed to using the glyph, get all the new customizations done. Now, if you don't know, there's a barbershop in Valdragon. It's down in the Artisans Consortium area, and it's just right down here. I'm going to show it right now. Artisans Market. This is the barbershop. Head in there. Fix yourself up. Alright. Next, you'll have weeklies that you can do. You'll have the Super Bloom event, which is a big event that goes throughout the whole zone here. You just follow the tree, help them out, get your weekly bonus. You'll be able to check here to see if you got it. And it happens at the top of every hour. It tells you. Now we won't have people asking when it's going to be. It's great. And then complete your rep weekly, where you got to get rep with the new faction. Just doing world quests, whatever. Even the intro, if you grab the quest, do one of the next in the intro quests, you'll get rep. Complete that. That could help you get some new veteran gear, which is going to be around 450-ish range. Alright, we'll look at the item levels in a second with some gear we're going to look at. If you're trying to min-max your rep, though, listen, if you're trying to min-max your rep, it's going to be happening Dark Moon Fair week. So get your Dark Moon Fair buff, then head over, do the intro quest. At that point, any campaign after the intro quest will award you rep tokens, so you can freely head to the fair, get your rep buff. You may be thinking, weren't people talking about doing another rep trick to get the rep quick for the Pathfinder? Guess what? Pathfinder doesn't have the rep requirement anymore. That changed literally the day before I filmed this, which is the day I'm releasing this, actually. So that change has went into effect. Also, the Dream Surge rep buff excludes the new rep. So you don't have to track the Dream Surge rep buff, and they nerfed it to 30% as well. So if you're doing the new rep, you just get it in the new zone. Across the board, no weird rep stuff other than the Dark Moon Fair, which is known. You can use that. Or the human one, which some people use. So, yeah. Work on your... so, if you're trying to do rep, just get the Dark Moon Fair buff. And you may be asking, why would I care about rep? There's going to be some gear on the Renown track, like with the Niffin, as well as a Profession item. That gear, the first piece is going to be Veteran, so it's 450. The second piece will be Champion, which will be Champion level, which will be equal to... We'll start at 454, so that'll be pretty good. All upgradable. We don't know if Flight Stones will be reset. So if they aren't reset in the first week, they may not reset, but we'll still have to see for season start on the 14th. So all the seasonal content starts on the 14th. We have this little buffer week. And this buffer week may allow you to do some of your achievements that you're still working for, by the way. So be mindful of that if you're trying to work on some stuff. You know. Also locked behind Renown is the Infinite Augment rune. So people that sell the Augment runes, be mindful of that. Prices may drop, prices may rise, but as people get the rep, they're probably going to be buying that Infinite Augment rune. Especially if you find out there's a second tier, another tier after this. Because if we get this Augment rune with a third tier on the way, or would it be a fourth? Then it's going to be extra valuable to get that with the Dream Warden rep. Also, in the new zone, of course, there's going to be new mounts, new pets, so get that done if you want. There's rares. You know, if you're trying to get a certain pet, you're going to want to get the Fringe Surge Defender's toy from the Dream Search right now. You can get that right now. So that will allow you to get a certain pet in the new zone, which is one of the new raptors. All right. Also, your crests will be gray items now, so you'll want to sell them. But there is a big but. You can still upgrade items with the old crests, and you do still need the old crests. So any old crests you have, you will still be able to use to upgrade items, and you will still need those to upgrade old items. Alright? So if you're still trying for some transmog, be mindful of that. Alright, so that's all the stuff on there. Like I said, we don't know if Flight Stones will reset, but there is a currency. Listen up, if you PvP, you're going to be able to get a head start here. In PvEers, depending on your level of PvE, you may want to look into this. This does involve PvP, so only do this if you're willing to be in a PvP situation. Alright, and depend on your gear level. Because if you're trying to get gear for the new patch, the best sources will be the 2 weeklies I mentioned, and killing rares and whatnot, and making sure you're in the full adventurer level of gear, which is about 430, and it could get all the way up to like 4, maybe it goes all the way up to 450 as well. I don't know the cap on these by offhand, but you will be able to get this adventurer gear in the new zone as well, I believe, from rares and whatnot. But as you can see here, there's a vendor for this gear, and you're like, what's up with this vendor? So, Bloody Tokens, a currency that should not reset, and I believe hasn't reset with the last season change, will be useful again. So you will be able to pretty much buy a full set of the PvP gear right off the bat. Right here, and see it scales to 473 in Arenas Battlegrounds. So PvPers, if you got some Bloody Tokens saved up If they do reset, be ready to get them again. But this vendor will be live at the beginning of the season. Honor gear and Conquest gear won't be updated until the 14th. When the season starts. Remember, season starts, raid opens, all that stuff starts on the 14th. But this buffer week, Bloody Tokens may be where it's at. To get ahead, or to finish strong on the new PvP season, because if you can still get vicious mounts, rolling up with 473 armor in Battlegrounds may be nice. I don't know what the item level for current Battleground gear is, but that should be really nice. But another cool thing, if you have Bloody Tokens, you can go to this vendor here and buy the transmog from the previous season as an ensemble. So if you're missing either of those seasons' gear and you got a ton of Bloody Tokens, boom, you can buy that stuff. You can also buy the arsenals for the weapons and whatnot. So that'll be super good. Now, there may be a quest to get a Trophy of Strife. Now this is advanced. So over here, if there's a quest up and you can get Sparks of Life, and you know what that quest is, in War Mode, and you can get some Trophies of Strife, you may not be able to buy this with Honor either. But if you can, this gear, this 450 Veteran upgradable gear, now you won't be able to get the Drake's Quests to upgrade it, most likely. Or the very much so, you won't be able to get the Worm's Crest to upgrade it. But you will be able to get this 450 Veteran gear with Trophies of Strife and Bloody Tokens. Alright? And it scales up to 486 in PvP. So if that quest is up, you'll be able to get 8 trophies, and be able to buy a piece of gear. And if this is available, which I doubt, you will also be able to convert Honor into trophies. But Honor should reset with the season? Maybe the patch? But yeah, that Bloody Token gear is going to be super helpful if you're trying to get that gear, if you're trying to get into PvP, or if you're trying to gear up some tunes, and a 430 could be helpful. But if that Spark of Life quest is up, that's a 450 Veteran piece, fully upgraded, ready to go, ready to be converted into the like 454 next week when you get some Worm's Crest. And heads up, the Catalyst is also going to be available the second week. Alright, so the 14th, when the season starts, the Catalyst unlocks. This gear right here is tier convertible. Right off the bat. Alright, should you use it on this gear? That's not for me to decide, but this is tier convertible gear. Alright? This Bloody Token gear isn't. The blues are not. But this Veteran gear right here is tier convertible. But yeah, so that's what to do first. I'll just recap real quick. If you're Demon Hunter Rogue, fill out your talents. Get your talents in order. Pretty much everyone else, run the intro quests. Get those unlocks running. And if you're trying to gear, get the weeklies done. If you're a PvPer and you're trying to gear, Bloody Tokens, War Mode World Quests, supplies, you know what to do. And get ready for the season start on the 14th. Alright? And if you want to fly, you don't need the rep. Just explore the zone and you can fly. Because they got rid of the requirement. And then other than that, you know, collectors, mounts, pets, whatever in the new zone. And there you go. What to do first? The intro. Or Bloody Tokens. Or fix up your druid. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.